global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Right now, this is number one trending on social media right now. Nigerians are gearing up to hit the streets come the 1st of August 2024, and there have been top officials, top politicians all insisting that Nigerians can always look for a way out, dialogue maybe, but definitely not protest, as they are not looking at all towards what is happening in Kenya. But while that is going on, top APC members, politicians are really talking, and some well-meaning Nigerians feel that they're actually not getting it right, rather making Nigerians much more not happy with the situation. The likes of Joe Ibokwe and Bayo Nanuga lead the chart. Well, let's find out what the person of Professor Chris Mustafa Nwakobia Jr. has got to say that is making Nigerians react on social media. Now, the two individuals that no longer surprise me, according to him, is that they said they are the citizens Joe Ibokwe and Bayo Onanuga. However, in the present instance, I wonder what psychophancy and court jesting have done to their ability to discern the times and by Jove incline their hearts to wisdom. Apologies, of course, to the holy book. Now, Joe Ibokwe, in the service of his master, decided perhaps, without deep research, to do the greatest disservice to the present watch in threatening the southeasterners in Lagos and across the country. Citizen Joe Ibokwe has forgotten that hunger and poverty are indiscriminate of region, religion, and ethnicity. He has forgotten that unemployment and want are indiscriminate of creed and clan. And he has also forgotten that playing the ethnic card, alas, threatening a tribe in the face of pain, penury, and poverty is but an invitation to anarchy. He has forgotten that he who is down needs fear no fall. Citizen Bayo Onanuga is himself caused by a disease I will call obi neurosis, a fear I would call the obiphobia, and a complex that fixates him to everything and anything Peter Obi and the obedient movement, and I pity him. The two citizens here mentioned and their fellow travelers in the path of infamy are obsessed with the spoils of power that they cannot see. They are blinded by feuds lucre that they cannot read the times, and their soul is sold to mammon such that they cannot perceive the ominous tide that romances our space. They are without an ounce of equivocation, pseudo-progressives swimming against a dialogue. Joe Ibokwe can threaten the Igbo for all he cares. Bayo Nanuga can accuse Peter Obi and the obedient movement for all he cares. One infallible fact is that the clock is ticking, tick-tack, tick-tack. That time is running out, and like Kenyans, the Gen Z generation are tired and have eluded to trounce the tranquilizing drug of gradualism, choosing proactive action over sit-down look. The looming protest has nothing to do with ethnicity, it has nothing to do with religion, it has nothing to do with region. Deceive yourself for all you care. The truth is before us. The looming protest has nothing to do with Peter Obi or the obedient movement. Lie to yourself for all you care. The truth is lucid. Continue to make matters worse for Tinubu with your psychophancy. Continue to gaslight the gullible and continue to delude the denied and the helpless. The truth that Nigeria is at the precipice and that our country is hanging at a tipping edge. Rather than advise their master to walk the path of caution, discretion, and propriety, they sing his praises and nudge him further down the path of Golgotha. They see no wrong in wanton profligacy and wanderlust. They see no wrong in the presidency that pours out $100 million for a new presidential jet in the face of horrifying poverty. They see no wrong in the spurt of job loss and inflation. They see no wrong in the scarcity of food, the hike in price of fuel, and the suicidal hunger that confront the Nigerian wholebody. All they do is hail their master as though he is infallible. All they do is blame Buhari as if their master didn't promise to continue with Buhari's policies that saw Nigeria going in and out of inflation. Today, Nigeria is enmeshed in the worst inflation in our history, seeing the glaring and common parts of failure, seeing that the young are gearing up to challenge for the soul of our nation. Joe Ibokwe, Bayo Onanuga, and their cohort in the court of court jesting are busy shifting the blame, are busy gaslighting the ignorant, and are busy throwing darts at the innocent, but it won't work. It was Francie Fanon who said long time ago that every generation out of relative obscurity discovers its mission, fulfills or betrays it. If the Gen Z across Africa have risen to ethnicize this rising, it's like pouring water on the crocodile. I pray Joey Bokwe and Bayo Nanuga and co knows this. If the Gen Z is planning the Nigerian version of the Kenyan uprising, the right thing to do is to begin quickly to address their grievances and proceed with some immediate reforms and not to threaten, insult, overpower or harass and arrogance them. I must close this effort with the ageless lines of John F. Kennedy, to which those who make peaceful change impossible make violent change inevitable. The truth is that those threatening the young people hatching and planning a peaceful protest for the soul of Nigeria come August 1st to August 10th, 2024 are the enemies of democracy, enemies of the freedoms enshrined in the Constitution, and the enemies of Nigeria, QED, and Nigeria shall most definitely outlive them. I believe in Nigeria. I believe that the eagle shall yet soar, and I believe that this period of darkness shall yet pass. I am Chukwu Dimebi Chris Mustafa Nwakobia Jr., the convener, Country First Movement. These were the words of Professor Nwakobia, and this is one man that speaks truth to bear. But the question now is, how will this play out? My colleague is in the house. In summary, what do you make of this charge that Nwakobia is literally telling the likes of Onanuga Bayo Onanuga, one of the ministers of this dispensation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's dispensation, and yes, the special advisor, and of course, the person of Joey Bokwe, though not in this administration, but has always been in favor of APC. What's your take, please?
Well, for me, I think at a point we should learn not to joke with everything. We should learn not to play politics with everything. The issue of the economic situation in the country is biting, and I can assure you that if you stretch your hand out, you feel it everywhere. The A right now is tense. The environment is so tense. Nigerians are not smiling. Bola Tinubu shouldn't even wait for someone to tell him what is going on in the country. Just step out on the street and say, see anybody. I'm not saying begin to choose whether it's a Yoruba man. Just ask them, how are you faring? Do you think that this economy is good enough for you? If one person out of 10 would tell you, I'm cool with it, I enjoy what is going on. If you hear the person say that, he's in the corridor of power and possibly is respecting him. The situation is very tense, and Bayo Nanuga trying to play politics with it is a wrong one. What happened in Kenya, from all indication, the way the things are going, it may likely happen, except the president decides to sit back and address the issue. 1-2 days of interaction with the people, tell them what to expect in the next 2-3 months. I am going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Let them understand. Releasing palliatives and all of that. That palliative is not even enough for one local government. Let's tell ourselves the truth. 1,200 bags of pay one this thing. It's not even enough. Because if you know how hungry the Nigerians are, we don't need palliative. What we need are economic policies that will change the narrative. Come in, provide the relevant things, solutions that will fix the country. That's what Nigerians are looking for. And currently, as we are talking, everybody seems to be saying the same thing. They should look at it. I mean, it has never been like this before, where everybody seems to be saying the same thing. You go to PDP, is saying the same thing. APC, some APC members, look at Ndume. What happened? These are some of the people whom you should. These are the prophet of truth. Go and meet them and let them tell you. Ndume, despite the fact that he has been disciplined, he still came up yesterday and still keep on speaking. Man, and said this is the situation of it's biting. When the northerners will come up, I mean, I'm just wondering if the president is not even interested in his second term, because first term should be the time you should make Nigerians all to smile. When you enter second term, you can dribble us, but first term, come on, you need to make Nigerians smile. That's just it, and I feel that what Nwakobia has said is nothing but the truth.
Alright, that's good. Wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze,